Hi everyone. Today we will talk about how to use the future in English. Or should I say, today we're going to talk about how to use the future in English. Anyway, so learning about how to express yourself using the future is one of the most important topics in English grammar. How do you talk about the future? Many learners believe that most native English speakers just use will all the time when talking about the future. But is that really true? Well, we're going to find out. In everyday spoken English, native speakers use going to much more often than will. That's the reality of it. A rough guide is, as you can see here, about 70% of the time you're going to use going to, and about 20% of the time you're going to use expressions with will. The rest of the time you're going to use other forms such as the present continuous, the present simple, and a few other forms that I'm not going to teach you now. Today we're just going to be looking at going to and will. Let's begin with going to. We mainly use going to in two situations. Firstly, plans. We use going to when we've already decided to do something. So for example, I'm going to visit my grandmother at the weekend. I've decided to do it myself. Or she's going to study medicine at university. That was her decision. We're going to move to Birmingham next year. Or they're going to buy a new car. I'm going to start exercising more. Notice one thing. The decision was made before the person started speaking. We can also use going to for predictions, as long as there's some evidence. So, we use going to when we can see evidence that something is likely to happen. For example, I'm going to scratch my nose. Another example, look at those dark clouds. It's going to rain. Be careful, you're going to drop that glass. Oh look, the baby's eyes are closing. He's going to fall asleep. Oh, our team's playing really badly. They're going to lose. The traffic is terrible. We're going to be late. In these examples, we've got evidence for our prediction. Now, we're going to look at how to use will. Although native speakers use it less often, it's still very important. So, for example, we use it for giving information about the future. We use will when we simply give information about future events. For example, the meeting will start at 10 o'clock. The train will arrive in 20 minutes. The new shopping centre will open next year. People will live longer in the future. The conference will take place in London. We also use will in conditional sentences. So, for example, if it rains, we'll stay at home. If you study hard, you'll pass the exam. If I see her, I'll tell her. If they leave now, they'll get there on time. If you don't hurry, you'll miss the bus. We use will with predictions. So, in these predictions, unlike going to, you don't really need any evidence. I think England will win the World Cup. I believe people will work more from home in the future. I'm sure she'll enjoy the film. I don't think prices will fall. I really think you will like this restaurant. We can also use will to give orders and instructions. So, for example, an order. You will finish this report by Friday. You will complete the training course. Students will submit their assignments on time. Employees will wear an identification badge. Visitors will report to reception. This uses common informal situations. Then we've got will for use in spontaneous reactions or decisions. Example, the phone's ringing. I'll get it. Or, I'm thirsty. I'll get some water. Someone's bag falls onto the floor. Oh, don't worry, I'll get it. Someone needs to leave and they want to get home. I'll get a taxi for you. The decision is made instantly. Now we want to compare going to and will to see the differences. So I'll give you some examples. It's going to rain today. This means there is evidence, perhaps dark clouds. It will rain today. This simply means the speaker's making a prediction or giving an opinion. The next example. I'm going to buy a new car. The decision has already been made. I'll buy a new car. The speaker may be deciding spontaneously just at this moment. Another example. We're going to win the match. Perhaps the team is playing extremely well right now. We'll win the match. This is simply the speaker's opinion. It could be before the match, for example. They're going to arrive late. We can see the heavy traffic or some other reason why they'll be late. They will arrive late. It's just a prediction without visible evidence. So, a quick summary of everything. Use going to for plans and intentions and predictions based on evidence. Use will for future information, conditional sentences, predictions based on opinion, orders and instructions, or spontaneous decisions and reactions. Thanks for watching this. I hope you've got a bit of information out of it. What I will try to do, I'm going to try to connect a video to this, so you should see this in your end screen. I'll be putting up a video with other ways of talking about the future. So, for example, the future in the past, the future perfect, using the present simple to talk about the future. And if you've got any other requests of what you want me to put up, please leave it in the comments below. See you next time. Bye for now.